Coming up next, a full review of the American niche oud powerhouse Desire from Elysire. Welcome back, everybody. This is Joel the Nose, and today I have a very special review because this one was a total out of the blue monster hit for me. And I gotta say, it's one of the best fragrances I've smelled probably in the last 3 months. It's up there in, I would say, probably the top 3 fragrances I've smelled. And without further ado, you already know what it is. This is Desired, okay, by Elysire. I guess it's Elysire. Which is an American niche house actually founded by a Frenchman. And his name, the creative director and founder, is Franck Salzwedel. And interestingly, he's a French artist based in New York City, but he worked in the fragrance industry before. He worked for L'Oreal for 10 years. He created Flower Bomb from Victor and Rolf. So this guy's got a track record of making smash hits. So anyways, he wasn't the nose behind this perfume, but he's the creative director. He gave a lot of the input on this one, Desired. And it is, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to put up a little video here at Osme where I smelled it.
Desired.
The gold bottle is exquisite. It's simple, it's small, it's petite, but it's magnificent.
See me in the camera.
And you can see the bottle there. As I said, absolutely stunning and beautiful. The nose behind this is another interesting story, backstory, is Philippine Courtiere. Her grandfather was one of the business partners and founders of Christian Dior. So we got some real royalty and lineage here. Her father, at one time, was the president of Givenchy Perfumes, and her mother was a perfumer and worked at Escada Perfumes. So this woman, I mean, you can't get, better pedigree and lineage and, family, I guess, history than that. So, anyways, Franck Salzwedel contracted her to do 2, I think it was 2. There's another bottle. It's the silver bottle. Forgetting the name of it right now. But I'm actually going to review that one later because I like this one so much. And just to give you a little background of it, this is a Extrait de Parfum. So this is actually 30% concentration, so very high. It's classified as an oriental, fruity, spicy, woody. I mean, it's got a lot going on. It's a unisex fragrance. I've seen some people, say that it's more feminine. I think this is purely unisex. I think it's right down the middle, can be worn very successfully by a man or a woman. I actually loved it on my skin, and I think I would actually love it even more on a woman's skin. This is not cheap. For a 30 ml bottle, you're talking about $160 retail. It comes in, again, the small bottle, as I showed you. So this is very much a niche fragrance. I recommend getting your nose on it, trying it if you can somewhere. I'm not sure. Maybe you can get a decant from somebody. But this is a game changer type fragrance. Just to let you know, if you look on Fragrantica, it's got a 5.0 rating. Okay? Hasn't been reviewed by a ton of people, but this is the first fragrance that I've looked at that had a perfect 5.0 rating. What do they say about it? They talk about the fragrance, the backstory being this is the alchemy of desire, the nectar of desire in a bottle of gold. It's like he was inspired, the creative director, by sun and light and gold. And that's what he tried to capture in this bottle. As you can see, the bottle and the fragrance also. Amazing. Very gold-like, very light, very warm. So, let's get right into this. The notes, okay. At the top, you have clove, cumin, saffron, and bergamot. At the heart, you have jasmine, sambac, atlas, and Virginia cedar, rose, carnation, sandalwood. And at the base, you have amber, gaiac wood, tonka bean, bourbon, vanilla, oud, labdamen, and patchouli. I mean, so a lot going on here. You may think, wow, what am I going to smell? A lot of these raw materials that are in here are some of my absolute favorites. I mean, this is like a greatest hits for me, to be honest with you. The only thing maybe it's missing from my greatest hits would be a little neroli, but this is just hits all the quote notes, to use a music and perfume reference. Beautiful, beautifully composed fragrance. I mean, I don't, if you look at Philippine Courtiere's kind of fragrance history, she's relatively new in the game as far as fragrances that are out on the market. But again, with that pedigree, I mean, she clearly knows what she's doing. This is amazing. I think combined with the background of, Frank, the creative director and founder of the fragrance, they hit a home run here. Just to let you know, right up, I have a card here still. Right off the bat, you get spicy oud, but it's leathery. It's a little bit kind of got a rough feel, but also smooth at the same time. It's just the contradictions going on here are just mesmerizing to me. It's also woody. It's just got so much. It's so unique. And then it just is, after a couple hours, it dries down into this warm, amber, gold, creamy frankincense. Just like, it's just beautiful. If you like amber fragrances and you're looking for a good amber fragrance, this is for you. The dry down from hour 3 until I got 10 hours on my skin, plus it was still going strong after 10 hours, and I went to bed and it was still here and here on my skin, like very strong. I actually sprayed it on my shirt, and when I was kind of spraying on my nose or on my neck, and I was smelling it. Now, granted, when you smell in your clothes, you get a longer spray, but I think because of the high concentration extrait level, it lasted. I was smelling this all day. 9-10 hours after I sprayed it, it was wafting up into my nose. It was beautiful. And for those of you who don't know, Extrait de Parfums, because of the high concentration, typically does not have great sillage or projection because it's a denser, heavier, and it's going to stay closer to your skin. But again, I got about 2.5 hours of kind of sillage. But interestingly, because it was on my shirt, it was actually projecting up and wafting up to my nose all day long. So, little trick. Spray a little bit on your shirt if you want, and you're going to smell this around your head all day. And it is, I mean, sultry, sexy, sensual, warm, leathery, woody, spicy, oud. Oh, this oud on here is amazing. If you love oud, you're going to love this. And then you even get some tonka and vanilla at the end, and it's just all there mixing, boozy even, kind of like I described it as this. Well, I wrote this down. It's like an aged bourbon in an oud wood paneled room, sitting in a leather chair, drinking a vanilla bourbon. I mean, it's a masterpiece, guys. Absolutely my favorite oud fragrance that I have smelled. And I'm learning to love oud and more and more and more. I'm really getting into it. I still don't like the really stinky, over-the-top oud. I like oud that's blended well, and this is stronger than most ouds. Most fragrances I smell, they say oud in it, and then you don't even really, to be honest with you, you just don't smell it. It's there as a complementary note that's kind of mixing in and giving character to other notes. This one, you smell it right from the top, and it's beautiful. So there you have it. That's my review. Love this, guys. Get your nose on it if you can. This is something I will be purchasing in the very near future because it's that good and it's that unique and it's just a masterpiece. That's all I can say. If you've smelled it or if you have some comments, please leave some comments. Love the interaction with you guys. If you like the video, you can always like it. You can subscribe. You can, as you know the game, guys, you can subscribe. I appreciate the subscribers. It helps me. Motivates me when I see you guys liking it and following me. And that's it. This is Joel the Nose coming to you from Miami. Hope everyone's having a great day.